Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to be kind of loosey-goosey because it struck me that we might not have shown you guys one of the key benefits of the marketing suite. So we're going to be in the demo account right now. So I'm actually going to be showing you live what the marketing suite can do. So you can do these same functions within your suite yourself. Now, I think all of us are familiar with, or at least I hope so, if we've done our jobs right, familiar with the My Astro webpage. So this is the flyer that we generate for you automatically that you can preview from the Actions menu. So Actions, My Astro webpage. So you can click on the preview link and look at it. You can grab the HTML code and actually embed the Astro Loyalty logo along with the link onto your website. Or you can grab the URL and you can post it to your social media or wherever you like. This is the same flyer page that is generated when you add the Get Offers or Get Adoption bundle to your actual templates when you're sending campaigns. So we're just going to click on this. You guys should all recognize this page. So we're going to be looking at, frequent buyer programs, monthly promotions. So the thing with the monthly promotions is it's only going to show the offers that you're currently enrolled in that are also currently active. So there's no way for you to actually, with this page itself, give your customers a preview of what's to come. So all of you that are doing offers are familiar with the fact that you can go to your available Astro offers. You can click where it says, indicates a future offer, so all the ones in red. You can enroll in an offer ahead of time, preemptively. So all of these guys are starting in January. You can get enrolled. You can reach out to your distributor. You can get the products that you need. You can print your shelf talkers. And you can prepare your store. But have you ever considered preparing your customers for upcoming offers, essentially giving them a preview of what's to come? Now, if you do decide to do this, I do recommend keeping it as clear as possible. So, we'll go into that in a second, but you do want to make sure that your customers understand you're giving them a sneak peek of what's to come. You're not giving them early access. So that's key. All right, so I'm just going to enroll in a couple of these. Let's see, Austin and Kat. Go ahead and enroll in this one. Real quick, get that added to my thing. And all of you are familiar with your shelf talkers. You just click there, you get your shelf talker and put it up. And let's see, we'll do Ancestry. And let's grab a couple other ones that I should be able to recognize by sight. And Earth Buddy. All right, so let's go into the marketing suite. Let's go to templates real quick. Actually, let's do it this way. We'll do everything from campaigns. This is one of the benefits of the marketing suite. You can do stuff preemptively in templates, so you can create a template to use in the future, or you can start directly in campaigns from start to finish. So we're going to do January offer preview. All right. And then rather than doing it as an email, we're going to do it as a post to Facebook. And that just makes it so that you can share this directly to your Facebook timeline without actually having to send it as a campaign. So you're essentially creating a clickable link within your Facebook timeline. So now we're going to go to template selection. And if you had already made the template, you just grab it from my templates. But I went ahead and made a new template. I've added it under featured. I've also put it under newsletter, so you can find it under that section as well. So it's this one right here called Next Month Specials. You can give it a quick look-de-loo, and we're going to choose it. All right, so up here at the top, we have a larger image. So it's really important if you do a share direct to Facebook that you're picking one of our images that are sized at 1200 by 628. And what that means is if you go into the media library, you see how everybody has a little size, the pixel size below them. So I actually grabbed this image from the Astro social media section. There he is right there. So 1200 by 628, that's what you're looking for like an actual Facebook post image, if we're going to do a template post. All right, so I did a little explanation over here. Thank you for being a loyal customer. We want to give you a sneak peek of what to expect when you visit our store next month. And I also included a link for them to download the mobile app. So the cool thing is, since you're posting this to your Facebook, your customers, and you can also send this as an email if you so choose, but your customers will see it. They'll be aware that there's a loyalty app, that you're tracking their frequent buyer cards in that digital space, and, give them an idea of like, oh, that's kind of cool. We have a new banner that says next month's specials. And then over here, you're going to be adding your offers to them. So let's see. I know I did an Austin and Cat one. I know I did an Ancestry one. I can't remember which one was the future one. It's not this one. It's the other one, $10 off. This one. Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, your customers are going to see the same thing that you're seeing right now. So offer valid January 1st through February. This one's January 1st through February as well. So what you can do with this is just keep loading it up with your future offers. So we have Earth Buddy, and I don't think I picked a fourth one. I'm just going to grab something as a placeholder, but so you get the idea. So you're going to be looking through and just making sure that, offer valid, because what you're telling your customers is these are upcoming. They're not active now, they're next month. So you just want to give it a quick look, make sure that you got the correct dates. I know this one says this one's a current one. We're just going to ignore that. We're going to pretend it says January. All right. Anything that's excess, you can go ahead and remove it. And of course, if you need additional elements, you can click where it says clone, and it'll create the same element right below it rather than creating the same element at the very bottom, causing you to have to drag it up. So that's just a little cheat there. It kind of makes your life a little bit easier. All right. And then at the very bottom, we have our flyer link. So we're going to right click on this to give a preview. And as you can see, it's the same page that I showed you previously, the My Astro webpage. If you wanted to change the appearance of the button, you can click on it in the center or on the left-hand side, and you'll get access to different color buttons. So if you wanted to change the color, or if you actually wanted to change the functionality of the button, you can choose, get adoption bundles. That will actually take them to your sharing the love page. So that would be this page right here. If you guys are doing the share the love, that's. If you're not, you won't see it as an option. All right. You can give it a title. And we're going to click Save and Add to Campaign. So since we started in campaigns, it added it automatically to the campaign that we're working on. There it is. We can see the whole thing. It automatically added our footer to it. If we needed to edit any of the information, you guys are probably already familiar, but you can just click where it says Edit Template Footer. You can send yourself a preview as an email if you so choose. This one, we are delivering it up at the top, so it says 0 pet owners. That's because we're doing this as a Facebook post and not as an actual delivered campaign. So we're going to click Save and Queue for sending. It'll reiterate what we're going to be doing, and we're just going to hit send. All right, now it's going to immediately pop us into our Facebook post campaign. On this page, we can actually choose the image that we want to be representative of the template within our timeline. Now, this is where this picture comes into play. It's really important that you pick that one and not this one. If you pick the skinny one, what's going to happen is it's going to crop it in the very center, and it's going to chop off the beginning and the end. So this is the one that Facebook prefers you use when you're sharing in this capacity. The title is going to be, think of it as a subject line. You don't want it to be super long, like you don't want to be typing out a whole paragraph. You just want it to be short and sweet and to the point. And, I should say you can do this for anything. It doesn't have to be like a check out next month's offer thing. You can post any of your campaigns to Facebook in this capacity. So you can create an entire flyer having to do with anything that you want, adoption events, pictures with Santa, anything that you like. It essentially, what this is allowing you to do is post a pre-made, it's almost like you're posting a website, a URL, like an actual web page to your Facebook timeline. So when somebody actually clicks on it, they'll be able to go directly into that page. It'll essentially, you'll see, it'll open up a URL or a browser page with all of your links that you created. So this part, once you have it all done, it does look a little bit funky in Astro. It'll show you this weird preview. That isn't indicative of what it's going to look like. You'll see better when you click share. So right now we're going to click share. What that's going to do is it's going to open up a page within Facebook, okay? So this is a little bit different than Astro Social, because Astro Social, you're doing that from the image library. You're actually clicking on the social icon, and you're typing what you want to put on, as a caption for that image directly into Astro, and then you're just posting. And Astro's API is posting it for you. What this is doing is it's grabbing the information, that URL that you created when you created that template, and it's putting it into it's almost like you're sharing a blog page or something like that onto Facebook. So up at the top, typically what you would be doing is you would be selecting share on a page you manage, and then you would be selecting your business page. Now, since I don't want to post something to Astro Loyalty in this way, I'm going to be picking actually picking, let's see, I'll do news. I'll share it to my own news feed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it only to me, so I don't freak my friends out and think that I opened up a pet store unbeknownst to them. All right. So now at this point, you can type in your full, saying or whatever you want to say, like your full caption. You can do hashtags, you can do @ tags. So if you do start to do, an @ tag, it will look it up for you. So there's Astro Loyalty. All right. And you can also do your hashtags as well. And of course, you can type in all right. And actually, you can do a cute little like, yay. Okay. All right. So now down here, if you were actually doing this for real, like I said, you would be choosing a page that you manage, and you would make sure that you're choosing public. Okay. That way you're going to be able to access people that are not necessarily following you. Anybody that comes upon your page will be able to see it. So we're just going to say post to Facebook. All righty. So it'll bump you back into your account, and you'll see beside the share to Facebook button, it'll say last shared, and it'll show the date that you actually clicked that share button. Now, if I go into my timeline, refresh it real quick. So this is my personal page here. Here's what the post will look like. So up at the top, just like as if you were sharing it, any other kind of cool meme or whatever, it'll have your @ tags there. It'll have your hashtags. It'll have whatever you typed in on that Facebook page. And then right here, you'll have your image, your primary image that you chose for that template. And then when it's clicked on, it'll open up a new page within their browser, however they're accessing it, whether it's on their phone or, on their computer. And they'll be able to access all of these offers. And they'll be able to see stuff that's happening in the future. And if they want to see what you got going on right now, they can click where it says get offers, and they can get those as well. So yeah, and the cool thing about sharing anything to Facebook via Astro campaigns is, well, for one, it's likable. And for two, it's shareable. And they can also comment on it as well, depending on how your settings are on your page. So this is a really, really cool tool that you can utilize to either give people a preview or announce things in a way that is, in a public forum. All right. So yeah, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. If anybody has any questions, you are welcome to ask them in the chat, and we can get them answered for you. All right. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys, so we are going to be adding new images. Well, we always add new images to the image library, but we're going to be adding more banner images, and we're going to be adding more button images. So if you wanted to create a clickable link within the template itself, just like you are able to add a flyer link using that, that element, this is something that we're going to go over at the end of the month. So we're going to have new buttons that you can choose. You can add to a single image element, and then you're able to edit that element and add any URL you want. So those of you that have online stores, which is awesome, like if you're using eTail Pet or another online, POS type system that's integrated with your inventory in your store, and you want a quick and easy way to, or attractive way to get your customers to click on it and visit it, we're going to be making buttons that'll help you do that. If you have any other requests for button content, like let's say, adoption event or, something along those lines, by all means, if you have any requests for, anything, images, templates, buttons, whatever you can think of, feel free to ask away. You're literally talking to the team that makes them right now, so. Ooh, okay, yes. So if you have a website, like let's say you have a groomer on staff, or you have grooming on staff, and you have nail appointments and all those things, if you have a scheduler that exists on your main website, then yeah, I can make buttons that'll say, schedule a grooming appointment, and you can add that button to a image element, and then you can insert that URL, that scheduling page URL, to that image. Yeah, totally. I can do that. So yeah, we're going to be adding all of these buttons before the end of the month, and definitely probably sooner. And then the webinar that we're going to be doing to go over how to use these buttons will be December 29th. So I know it's kind of a hokey time, in between Christmas and New Year's, but yeah, it'll be there. Awesome. All right. Well, we had a quick one today, guys. That was just kind of a little taste of just a quick little thing that you can do with the marketing suite. Yeah. So if nobody has any questions, I will release you into the rest of your Thursday. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a good month so far. I have stuff I need to tell you, but I can't because it's a surprise. But yeah, we have surprises coming. At the end of the year, we have some new stuff that's going to be launching that is very big. So it's really hard for me to bite my tongue. But yeah, definitely stay tuned, and awesome. So yeah, I will release you. Y'all, thank you very much for coming today. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Take care.